Students and parents, we will begin the ceremony in 5 minutes. If you could go back to your cars. Thank you.
evening, Isaac Bear graduates, parents, guests, family members. We welcome you to the Isaac Bear 2020 commencement ceremony. Thank you so much for being in attendance. If you were like me this afternoon around 2 o'clock, I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous with the lightning and the rain, but as sun came out, as we finish up New Hanover County Schools high school graduations, like I was telling my staff, guess what, guys? They saved the best for last, and we're the best, and we're the Isaac Bear Bearhawks. Give it up. I do want to begin by thanking Cape Fear Community College for the uses of the facility all week long and allowing us to come out to have our commencement ceremony. It's not like we are used to having it, but we have the opportunity to celebrate our seniors and the outstanding job they have done at Isaac Bear the last 4 years. And so thank you, seniors. Thank you for making it a special place at Isaac Bear. I also want to thank our senior staff members who helped us prepare for this graduation ceremony. I would like to thank the UNC faculty and administration for being on hand today. And I want to welcome you, I want to officially welcome you to the 11th Isaac Bear Early College High School commencement ceremony. This is a very special ceremony for an incredible group of students who have worked hard to fulfill their goals for high school and college scholarships. We ask, as we still are under restrictions, we ask that you maintain the dignity of this ceremony by following all CDC, state, and local COVID-19 guidelines, as well as by allowing everyone to hear commencement comments made and their individual names called. I do want to give a personal thank you to 2 students who helped make this possible. Like I said, it was a long time coming, so we had to form a graduation task force for non-traditional schools like Isaac Bear and for traditional schools. And so we met, and we came up with a plan to celebrate our accomplishment. So Zane and Peyton was part of the task force, so I thank you. Peyton actually presented in front of New Hanover County School Board that gave us the approval for this commencement ceremony. So thank you guys for working with the task force and making this a possibility for everyone. Again, we welcome each of you to this ceremony celebrating the Isaac Bear Early College High School graduating class of 2020. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce our National Honor Society parliamentarian, Yasmin Azizi, for the introduction of our guest. Following guidelines, some of our guests may not be in attendance, but we would still like to recognize them as well.
Good evening. It is my privilege to recognize members from New Hanover County Schools and from the New Hanover County Schools Board of Education for the 2020 commencement ceremony of Isaac Bear Early College High School. From New Hanover County Schools, Dr. Dell Burns, Interim Superintendent, Dr. LaChawn Smith, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Eddie Anderson, Assistant Superintendent of Operations, Ms. Dawn Brinson, Assistant Superintendent for Technology and Digital Learning, Ms. Julie Varnum, Assistant Superintendent, Student Support Services, Ann Gibson, Chief Communications Officer, Miss Mary Hazel Small, Chief Financial Officer. From the New Hanover County Schools Board of Education, Lisa Estep, Board Chairperson. David L. Wortman, Board Vice Chairperson. Stephanie Adams, Board Member. Nelson Bo-Liu, Board Member. Judy Justice, Board Member. Jeanette S. Nichols, Board Member. Bill Rivenbark, board member. From the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, Dr. Jose V. Sadarelli, Chancellor. Dr. Jamie Weinbrake, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Van O. Dempsey III, Dean, Watson College of Education. Miss Frances C. Williams, Early College Liaison.
Thank you, Yasmin. And as we back up and continue to proceed with our program, will you please turn your attention to the Jumbotron or turn to your car radio 95.1 FM as we have our national anthem played and sung by our rising senior, Stella Rimmer.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Stella was supposed to join us in person tonight, but under the guidelines, we asked could we use her video from last year, and it was just as wonderful as it was last year. So thank you so much, Stella. Graduates, tonight we celebrate how well your hard work has paid off at Isaac Bear and UNCW. As a result of your committed efforts, the class of 2020 has earned over $2 million in scholarships as a class and have maintained a GPA of over 3.0 in your courses at UNCW. And you have earned over 1,800 transferable college credits. You are an amazing group of students. And on the behalf of the faculty and staff of Isaac Bear High School, I wish you much success in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to recognize the 11 students who represent the top 10 highest grade point averages in the class of 2020. Students, as I call your names, please come forward to the stage to be recognized. Ms. Jones will direct you where to stand. Sophia Slode, who will be attending UNC Chapel Hill. Aiden Nixon, who will be attending UNC Wilmington. Andrea Sharika, who will be attending the New Jersey Institute of Technology. And if your attendance in the top 10, please come forward to the stage. Winston Davis, who will attend Boston University. Grayson Seister, who will attend Campbell University. Michaela Thornhill, who will attend NC State University. Madison Swart, who will attend McGill University. Yasmin Azizi, who will attend Duke University. Peyton Ramirez, who will attend UNC Wilmington. And Zane Dash, who will be attending UNC Chapel Hill. Let's give these students a well-deserved round of applause or a couple of beats from your horn. Thank you, Isaac Bear, top 10. And now I would like to recognize those students who have earned grade point averages of distinction and honor. These distinctions align with our early college model and reflect honors granted at the university level. Students, please stand outside your vehicle when your Latin honor is called and remain standing until all recipients have been recognized. 5 of you are wearing platinum and teal cords, have met the 4.0 to 4.12 weighted GPA distinction to receive the Latin honor of cum laude, meaning with praise of honor. Will those students wearing cum laude cords please stand outside your vehicle? Three of you are wearing bronze and teal cords, have met the 4.15 to 4.21 weighted GPA distinction to receive the Latin honor of magna cum laude, meaning with great honor. Will students wearing magna cum laude cords please stand outside your vehicle? Thirty of you are wearing gold and teal cords, have met the GPA requirement of 4.25 to 4.73 weighted GPA to hold the highest Latin distinction of summa cum laude, meaning with highest honor. Will students wearing summa cum laude cords please stand outside your vehicle? With this awesome distinction, please join me in a round of applause or a couple of beeps from your horn to recognize this wonderful accomplishment by our Isaac Bear graduates. We will now begin with our senior awards presentations. Ms. Starnes, please join me on stage to present our community awards.
Ooh, stuck. Good evening. I've been asked to present the Isaac Bear Early College Community Service Awards. Community service is a value which Isaac Bear Early College holds in high regard, as we believe service to one's community is the foundation of strong citizenship. Each year, students are required to complete 50 hours of community service, which totals 250 community service hours over the course of 4 years as a Bear Hawk. At Isaac Bear Early College High School, we recognize those seniors who have dedicated the most time, energy, and effort to support their communities with the Community Service Award. This year, we are proud to present this award to recognize 2 very deserving seniors. Scarlett Shropshire, for the countless hours she has volunteered with Adopt an Angel to help homeless animals get adopted at adoption fairs at Petco and other Wilmington pet stores.
And Grayson Seister for those countless hours he has volunteered at a number of different locations to complete his community service. He spent much of his free time volunteering at New Hanover Regional Medical Center and also as a member of the Boy Scouts of America, where he has completed hours in food drives, service weekends, and leadership trainings. Also, Grayson is recognized as an Eagle Scout after completing his Eagle Scout project at Halliburton Park. Please join me in congratulating Scarlett Shropshire and Grayson Seister as they are awarded with the 2020 Isaac Barrett Early College High School Community Service Awards. Grayson, please approach the stage to receive your award. Scarlett is out of town, so her award will await her at Isaac Barrett. Please give Grayson a little congratulations with the toot of your horn. Way to go, Grayson. Ms. Mikulev will now present the Leadership Award. Thank you.
Good evening. Follow the Leader is a game most of us have played in childhood. In the game, the children are led by a leader that is chosen for them. As we grow older, this game morphs into real life as following the leader becomes our choice on who to follow. And this decision is based on our belief in the leader's commitment and strength. A successful leader does not lead based on his or her personal needs or goals. Rather, a successful leader leads as a team player who values building community and ensuring success for all. This year's Leadership Award recognizes an individual who does not bask in the limelight, but who truly comes through to serve her peers, her school, and her community as needed. She is humble, caring, effective, and this can be seen in her work tutoring fellow students through IBEC's academic tutoring program, Scholars United. Dedication, sacrifice, knowledge, vision, and a caring heart are what this award celebrates. This year's leader is recognized for all of these things because she commits wholeheartedly to go the extra mile to ensure that others succeed. As president of Math Competition Club, she demonstrates a keen awareness of how to best meet the needs of the students. Mr. Spear, advisor of this club, notes that this student is extremely engaged to promote fellow students in active learning. She created and recreated lesson plans to assist students to work through math concepts to better apply problem-solving skills. By doing so, she inspired collaboration and created an environment that supported each student to perform at his or her best. Over this past year, this student's organization and thinking outside the box have enabled the Honor Society to complete service project goals that may not have been possible without her. Further, she is a leader who is community-minded, demonstrated by her willingness to volunteer and actively support school-wide events alongside community needs, which include participation in numerous school clubs, volunteer work with Habitat for Humanity, and her work as part of a cutting-edge research team with Wilmington Endocrinology, where she created video graphics to help patients and doctors alike. Thoreau said this: If you advance confidently in the direction of your own dreams and endeavor to live the life you have imagined, you will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. What that means is success is not something you can get in life. Success is an inner process. Success is something you bring to everything you do in life. It's not something you get out of what you do. At Isaac Bear, academic success is promoted through academic perseverance. We all make a decision not only to persevere, not only to improve ourselves, but to leave the world a better place because of our triumphs. This is the Isaac Bear legacy of leadership. I think Dr. Seuss captures it best. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's gonna get better. It's not. And tonight, it has been my privilege to be this student's teacher. And on behalf of the faculty and administration of the Isaac Bear Early College, it is my honor to present the 2020 Isaac Bear Early College Leadership Award to Yasmin Azizi. Yasmin, please join me on stage to get your award. Congratulations. At this time, we would like to invite Mr. Spear to present the National Honor Society Awards.
Good evening. The National Honor Society is the nation's premier organization established to recognize outstanding high school students. More than just an honor roll, National Honor Society serves to honor those who have demonstrated excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In addition, some of our members have gone beyond the academic rigors associated with membership into NHS and have completed many community service hours toward NHS service projects. Our school and community are very grateful to you for your efforts toward helping others and making our school and world a better place. As we continue to follow CDC and state health guidelines, we are not able to have students approach the stage, but we would like to recognize you by announcing your name. At this time, I would like to recognize the following students: Danya Abosaba, Janine Abu Mazin, Yasmin Azizi, Isla Chilberg, Andrea Chirika, Georgia Klibnik, Peter Christ, Zane Dash, Winston Davis, Stefano Dongowski, Vidya Gadakota, Samantha Klein, Gabriella Laraya, Erica Lee, Sarah Malalu, Zeta Marquis, Rachel Newhertz, Hayden Rameus, Laith Rayon, Starlet Shropshire, Sophia Slode, Madison Swart, Grayson Seister, Brianna Theory, Michaela Thornhill, Cole Woodson. Congratulations, students. I am proud to honor the Isaac Bear Salutatorian for the class of 2020. This individual started at Isaac Bear with clear goals of excelling both at Isaac Bear Early College and at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. She has always been a focused and determined student who will not let others stop her. As a freshman, she wasn't shy about being in a sophomore math class, raising her hand and answering the questions faster than almost anyone else in the classroom. This year was no different. Although her classes were at UNCW, she led the National Honor Society as our president and spearheaded a path for our students to be active volunteers at the school and in our community. I'm clearly more nervous in front of students than she is while quieting down and leading the NHS students with her gavel. The teachers are unbelievably proud of how Peyton Ramez has represented Isaac Bear Early College over the past 4 years, and we will miss her. She has worked hard to realize her academic goals and will continue her studies at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington in the fall. I would like to invite Peyton Ramez to come to the stage to receive the much-deserved honor of Salutatorian. Good job. Congratulations. Mr. Bishop will now present the Valedictorian Award.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's probably close enough. Tonight, I'm honored to say a few words about our valedictorian, Zane Dash. As I think back to his freshman year, I remember a highly motivated student who was inquisitive, helpful, and bright. His great work ethic and dedication encouraged other students to be their very best. During his sophomore year, in addition to helping me teach honors physics for the first time, thank you for all those that got through that with me, he completed an independent science fair project on the chemical styrene, which was so good, he was invited to compete at the International Science Fair in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. At this International Science and Engineering Fair, Zane spent a week making friends and competing with students from 80 different countries and discussing how to make the world a better place. I was also invited, which was very humbling, to attend this global competition, and it was a life-changing event and experience for both of us. During his junior year, he took on a new challenge. He was voted as our president of the Competitive Science Olympiad Club, so thank you to all the Olympians out there, and helped our team come in 10th place overall at the state competition, which has never been done before at our school. Rounding out his legacy at Isaac Bear, Zane decided to focus his precious free time on giving back to his community during his senior year. He organized our own Science Fair Academy, where Isaac Bear students, some of you out there right now, would mentor middle and elementary school students on their science fair projects. He also recruited help from C-STEM at UNCW and successfully helped many young students from several schools in New Hanover County. We plan to keep the Science Fair Academy going next year, and we are so thankful for Zane's vision and guidance in this process. As you can tell, Zane has made a very positive impact on the Isaac Bear community, and we were so excited when he was offered and accepted the Moorhead Kane Scholarship to attend Chapel Hill in the fall. We look forward to hearing about more for his future successes. I'd like to invite Zane Dash to come up and receive his much-deserved award. Congratulations, Zane. Please honk it out.
At this time, I have the distinct honor to present the Isaac Bear 2020 Principals Award. This award is to recognize a young man who has shown academic success both at Isaac Bear and at UNCW, where he will be entering as a freshman this fall. From the first day I entered Isaac Bear this year, This young man helped ease my transition by assisting me in welcoming me in the new freshman class, as well as by working with me throughout the year on district initiatives. I am not only proud to call this young man my student, but as he graduates tonight, I'm proud to call him my friend. It is my privilege to call to the stage the Isaac Bear 2020 Principals Award recipient, Mr. Johnny Morales Moreno. Congratulations, Johnny. Miss Frances Carter Williams will now come forward to recognize students achieving the Dean's List at UNCW.
Good evening. On behalf of the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, I would like to thank you for entrusting your students to us on the unique and innovative journey we call early college. Tonight, it's my pleasure to acknowledge the seniors who have gone above and beyond, earning the recognition of Dean's List status while taking UNCW courses through Isaac Bear Early College. To earn this status, a student must carry a minimum course load of 12 credit hours, earn a GPA of 3.5 or higher with no grade lower than a B, or carry a minimum of 15 credit hours and earn a GPA of 3.2 or higher with no grade lower than a B. We would like to recognize those students who have earned Dean's List status for one or more of their 4 semesters at UNCW. As we continue to follow CDC and state health guidelines, we would like to recognize you by announcing your name. At this time, I would like to recognize the following students for earning Dean's List honors in one or more semesters at UNCW. Danya Abusaba, Janine Abumazen, Yasmin Azizi, Brielle Bennett, Isla Chilberg, Andrea Chirika, Georgia Klebnick, Peter Christ, Zane Dash, Winston Davis, Stefano Dungowski, Kenaniah Farigo, Vidya Gadakota, Samantha Klein, Gabrielle Laraya, Erica Lee, Blair Lindley, Sarah Malalu, Zeta Marquis, Rachel Newhurst, Aiden Nixon, Eze Odibo, Peyton Rameas, Laith Rian, Prince Rian, Jeremy Rezek, Scarlett Shropshire, Sophia Slode, Amanda Soden, Allison South, Madison Swart, Grayson Seister, Brianna Theory, Michaela Thornhill, and Cole Woodson. Normally, we would also recognize students who earned Dean's List for all 4 semesters. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the university did not award Dean's List honors for the spring 2020 semester. So I will now recognize our seniors who earned Dean's List for each of the 3 semesters it was awarded by UNCW. This high honor is worthy of recognition, so I would like for each of these students to come to the stage when their name is called to receive their Dean's List honors cords. Yasmin Azizi, Zane Dash, Grayson Seister, and Peyton Rameas. Congratulations, students.
As you have seen earlier, each graduating class recognizes a salutatorian, who is the graduate who has the second highest rank in his or her class. Being recognized as salutatorian in your graduating class is a great honor. At this time, I would like to introduce this year's salutatorian, Ms. Peyton Ramirez. And then your speech. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Good evening, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and my fellow graduates. It is an honor to speak to you today as your salutatorian. Did you know it has been 1,402 days since the start of our freshman year at Isaac Bear? And in that time, we have developed a bond that only former Isaac Bear students can really understand. From freshman to senior year, we've experienced spectacular highs and unspeakable lows together. But from those lows, we have learned how to adapt, to be compassionate, and most importantly, to stay hydrated. However, today, I would like to remind everyone here what great opportunities Isaac Bear has provided us in the past 1,402 days. From the start, our freshman year was interesting. For instance, I've been to 7 different schools, but I've never had to worry about being knocked out by the bathroom door while walking down the halls until I reached Isaac Bear. In fact, our freshman orientation was interesting. First, we took a personality quiz that divided us into either a north, south, east, or west group, and then competed in groups to build the tallest paper tower. It was as if the teachers were preparing us for a science Olympiad meeting instead of our first day of high school. But we made it, and among the coursework, we also visited some great universities. For example, in the fall and spring, we visited both Coastal Carolina University and Campbell University. Personally, my favorite parts were the bus ride games and the all-you-can-eat dining halls, which I will always remember. But for some, those visits were really important, and they will be attending those schools in the fall. But finally, our freshman year ended with a field day. And despite our school's lack of athletic programs, our class dominated in tug-of-war, volleyball, and kickball. So, overall, our first year may have been interesting, but we grew together, and we made lifelong friendships. After that summer, we returned to the trailer as sophomores. And in between the homework, quizzes, tests, and honors projects, we learned to have fun. For example, right before our winter break, we challenged each other to build and decorate the most extravagant gingerbread houses. Some groups built gingerbread houses with multiple stories, some with garages that had toy cars in them, and some even made gingerbread houses out of ingredients other than gingerbread. But that was such a great way to relax and make memories with my friends. In fact, I still have my 3rd place certificate for our group because it was such a fond memory for me. Additionally, we spent some time outside during the spring semester. At first, it was just jumping rope or tossing a football, but it soon evolved into something much greater. During that time, a few of my peers created their own game that centered around one specific student. Eventually, our entire class joined in for a game, and that was something that the teachers will always remember us by. Ultimately, our sophomore year could be seen as intense, but we made the absolute best of it. And finally, we transitioned from high school to college for our junior and senior years. Now, despite the newfound freedom and independence, we stayed together and maintained our bond. In fact, we faced hurricanes, graduation projects, and uni together as a team. Altogether, we thrived at UNCW because of this bond and because Isaac Bear taught us how to. But now we have to overcome new challenges and new obstacles beyond high school. However, we may drift apart, or we may stay together, but I can promise you that we will all remember these 1,402 days that we spent at Isaac Bear. In the next 10 years, or 3,652 days, but who's counting? I hope that each and every one of you will look back at this time and remember the best of Isaac Bear. Because the class of 2020, we are the best of Isaac Bear. Thank you.
Thank you, Peyton. Each graduating class also recognizes a valedictorian, who's the graduate who has the highest rank in his or her class. Achieving recognition as valedictorian of your graduating class is a high honor. At this time, I would like to introduce this year's Isaac Bear valedictorian, Zane Dash. Zane, will you please come forward?
To go up. What? Oh, they do? Okay. Good evening, distinguished faculty, administrators, friends, family, and the graduating class of 2020. These are extraordinary times, and I'm honored to speak to you today as your valedictorian. We could not have made this journey alone. We have reached this milestone through the endless support of our families who sacrificed their time and energy to ensure our success, our friends who encouraged our every endeavor, both academically and personally, and our teachers and administrators who devoted their knowledge, will, and warmth to strengthen our development as students and as people. On behalf of Isaac Bear's class of 2020, please know how much we appreciate you and recognize that we are where we are today because of you. Change, it is said, is the only constant in life. The past 4 years have demonstrated the truth of this adage, and in order to look where we are going, we must first appreciate where we came from. In our freshman year of high school, many of us struggled to adapt to life at Isaac Bear. The physical confines of our trailer limited the environment in which we could learn and grow. We were tasked to think more critically and creatively about the world around us than ever before in our lives. In sophomore year, our school's community was endangered in an unprecedented way, in a way that threatened both our trust in ourselves and others. Yet we remained united. We developed the power of our collective voice, our voice to speak out, affect change, and hold ourselves to the highest standard. In our junior year, we were forced to abandon our homes as our community suffered the impacts of Hurricane Florence. Houses were damaged, and people were tasked with rebuilding their lives. A month of class time was lost, leaving teachers, administrators, and students left to reestablish a sense of normalcy. Finally, our senior year provided yet another obstacle in March of 2020. Due to COVID-19, our learning and social interactions became remote, and we witnessed our nation from a new light. We were made to revalue who our essential workers really are. We watched our families and friends respond to both health and economic crises. But today, despite these obstacles of COVID-19, we are here, and this shows our resilience. So where do we go from here? We have been given the opportunity to confront difficult issues and overcome them. We have become keenly aware of the importance humanity plays in our lives and of the need to cultivate our voice when humanity is threatened. We have learned how to become more resilient and think creatively as we recovered from a month of lost school time, only to be challenged further by adapting to a remote style of learning. Change teaches us, and it births new challenges. It propels us to transform. We cannot control when change occurs, yet we always control how we respond to it. This response is key. This response is your future. If we resist change, we risk trying to live in a world that simply does not exist, and we risk failing to grow through new experiences. If we embrace change, however, we empower ourselves to learn from every moment and navigate any situation. As you look towards the future, revel in new experiences and create an appreciation for life's greatest constant. According to E.E. Cummings, to be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best night and day to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle any human can fight and never stop trying. We are called to confront an outdated system of thinking. Discrimination remains prevalent while millions of people have lost their jobs. Our economy has become ridden with inequity of earnings and opportunities, while some forecast it will simply never be the same. The demand for healthcare skyrockets, raising questions as to how it can be properly provided. The country's economic, educational, and healthcare systems are truly in need of systemic repair. So today, each of us is challenged to deeply analyze the world around us, not only to craft our own stories, but also to learn the stories of others, so that we may apply our ingenuity, our integrity, and our will to carve change in communities in a meaningful and productive way. We are the class of resilience, and I am honored to be part of the class of 2020 of the Isaac Bear Early College. Today I charge each of you to continue to use your voice to speak up for what is right. Our teachers have instilled in us that we are strong, and it is our duty to leave the world a better place than we found it. So let's do that, and in doing so, let's never stop trying. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020. And now I'd like to invite Dean Dempsey of the Watson College of Education at UNCW to come to the podium for his remarks.
You're a tall fella. Before I make my remarks, I do want to make one observation and comment. Mr. Valines and I were up on stage as the cars had pulled in and people getting ready for the ceremony. He made the comment, "This looks really strange." And I've been sitting here thinking, asphalt, cars sitting perfectly still, not moving, blowing their horn. It looks like Market Street in Wilmington every day. Thank you. Good evening, graduates and your families and parents, faculty and staff at Isaac Bear, members of the platform group. It's my pleasure to bring greetings and congratulations to our graduates on behalf of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and the Watson College of Education. As a dean of a college of education, we prepare teachers every day. I want to give a special recognition to the outstanding educators and leaders who have guided you to this point. Graduates, if you would get your hand on the horn and blow it for your teachers and assistant principal and counselors and all the educators who have gotten you to this point. Of all the many essential people and the essential workers that we have seen in this country in the last 17 weeks, I know one thing we have learned is that no one is more essential ever than an educator. And thank you, educators at Isaac Bear, for everything that you do and that you've done for these graduates. I want to congratulate our graduates tonight on a major accomplishment, and as we've heard from our valedictorian and salutatorian, under extraordinary circumstances. A major hurricane followed by a not as major hurricane, a pandemic, an economic crisis that the likes of which we have not seen in over 75 years, and racial and economic and justice questions that we're facing that we haven't faced in over 50 years in the United States. The resilience, the fortitude, and the tenacity of our graduates tonight it is going to serve them well, and it is going to serve us well. We may be living in times that we experience as a country once a century. We're seeing the kinds of crises and the kinds of challenges that we see maybe every 100 years. But we know that your experiences at Isaac Bear, graduates, have prepared you well for it, and you have seen that in the accomplishments of our graduates tonight. We know that in you, we can see the abilities and the talents to face the challenges that we need to face as a community, as a nation, and as a world. We know that your dreams and your aspirations are more powerful than the crises we currently face. Your generation will rise to these challenges. We know it, and we need you to do it. Best wishes and congratulations from UNC Wilmington, and the best of luck to all of you in your future. Thank you.
Graduates, as we move forward to the moment we've all been waiting for, we cannot forget that today is a celebration. And it's my privilege, as I say again, to be the principal of Isaac Bear this school year. And once again, on the behalf of the faculty and staff, you don't know how much we appreciate you and your success in leading towards the future. I do have to say, as principal of Isaac Bear, I am so honored to celebrate this day with you. And it's a special honor that I would take with me to celebrate this day on Juneteenth. That will be something that I will always remember as the principal of Isaac Bear Early College. And to piggyback off of Zane's charge, because it really hits home, you have the ability to use your voice to make a difference. And knowing the students and the seniors and the graduates of Isaac Bear Early College, you have that chance to change this nation and change this world to make it a better place for all of us. And I charge you to go out there and do it not only for Isaac Bear Early College, do it for our wonderful country. Isaac Bear Early College High School graduates of 2020, parents and guests. It is an honor as the principal of Isaac Bear Early College High School to attest to the fact the Isaac Bear Early College High School class of 2020 has met all requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina and by the New Hanover County Board of Education. Therefore, they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Further, I accept and certify the 2020 graduating class of Isaac Bear Early College High School as high school graduates by the authority granted to me by the New Hanover County Board of Education. Faculty at this time who are assisting with the procession, please prepare our class of 20 to receive their diplomas.
Zane Dash. Peyton Ramirez. Hananiah Farigo. Blake Gagnon. Janine Ibrahim Abumazin. Trinity Star Lowe. Blair Elizabeth Lindley. Jeremy Brennan Rezick. Samantha Lynn Klein. Andrea Ekaterina Chirika. Abigail Marie Brenko. Corbin Thomas Wilson. Yasmin Azizi. Ethan West Johnston. Amanda Randy Soden. Aiden Connor Nixon. Kaya Nalani Dorsey. Winston Reed Griffin Davis. Haley Beth Moore. Grayson David Seister. Allison Rosemarie South. You good? Sorry. Kayla Jade Barker. Cole Samuel Woodson. Laith Anwar Rayon. Prince Majed Rayan. Sophia Mattia Slode. Erica Ming Tao Lee. Danya Abu Saba. Isla Lonnie Chilberg. Samuel Richard Izzo. Brianna Faith Theory. Jasmine Camille Johnson. Madison Godby Swart. Michaela Catherine Thornhill. Easy Chukwu OBDK Odibo. No? Eze, it's Eze, I'm sorry. See, I really tried. Eze Chukwu OBDK Odibo. Amari Nigea Gomez. Frida Alexandra Perez Peralta. Brielle Addison Bennett. Jonathan Rafael Morales Moreno. Ashton Paul Labarge. Rachel Elizabeth Newhertz. Vidya Gatakota. Zeta Ray Marquis. If we have missed any students, if you have not come, please come up to the stage now. We didn't want to leave anybody in a car. I think that happened at one of the other graduations.
I do want to apologize for the delay. I had a little trouble with the glove, as you can see, has come apart on my hand, but congratulations on receiving your diploma, graduates. We are very proud, like we've been saying, but please join me in re-welcoming Yasmin Azizi to the stage for the recitation of the Isaac Bear Alma Mater. And if graduates will remain standing as we recite the Alma Mater.
Memories of happy days now linger in each heart. Our friendship bond will never break, though very soon we part. Here we learn to live, to love, to think, and to serve our fellow man, to follow down the path unknown and make our lifelong plans. So here we stand, O Isaac Bear, we're one in brotherhood. Our thoughts of you will live on always, as we strive for truth and good.
As our commencement ceremony comes to a close, as we close graduation, we want to make sure you follow the directions from the law enforcement. So speedy time to get out of the facility, the parking lot. But it's a tradition. Graduates, it is a customary symbol after earning your diploma to turn your tassels from the right to the left. At this time, please turn your tassels and congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for being in attendance. We hope you have a wonderful night celebrating your graduation. Be safe. We love you. We will miss you, and have a good night. Thank you.